Welcome back to comics, to Hot Comics TV. Alright, let's talk about the Metabarons. This is a new collection. I have already bought the originals, but this is too alluring for me to say no. It's printed in, I guess, better quality paper, bigger dimensions. The originals are a little bit smaller. Hold on, let me get the other one to make a comparison with it. Anyway, here's the comparison of the book. So it's a lot bigger. These are the original trade paperbacks the Gimenez Publishing did back in the late 90s, I would dare to say. That's Juan Gimenez himself. That's Omnibus. And good old Alejandro Jodoroswsky. All heavyweights of their own medium. Great writer, great director, great artist, the best comic book artist in the industry. So these are comparisons of Juan Gimenez's panels and John Giraud, because this story, I mean, this short part of the story has been told several times by several different artists over the years. And that's Don Juan. Look, Don Juan is painting there. That's nice. Kind of working it around like a bigger scale paper, twice the size of these. Anyway, that's the original trade paperback. So it was not like I was forced to buy this thing all over again, but let's take a look at what this hardcover is all about. Alright, so it's a nice book, to say the least. And it's good to have it all in the one, you know. So I do have the others, but I'm not going to bother to show them now. So it's so Juan Gimenez, Don Juan, this is his collaboration with Alejandro Jodoroswsky, and the first time I saw his comics, I was just wow. It was so much. It was the total opposite of what American comics are. And when you see it, I mean, look at this. It's amazing. And there's no middle ground with that. It's like absolutely the opposite. Now, let's go over quickly what the Metabarons are. This is a spin-off story from the Incal. The Metabaron's the ultimate warrior. He's like the ultimate weapon. He cannot be stopped by any means in combat. If you find yourself dueling against the Metabaron, it's very likely that you will lose. So that's what this is. The life story of these people, or this family, of these generations of warriors that have inherited the Metabaron name. And this is that panel that we saw before, that John Giraud did originally, and then Juan Gimenez did it in his own flavor. So here's like the rite of passage, I guess, and they always get mutilated at one or another point. This is very warfare orientated. This is obviously not a comic book for kids, people. Let's get that straight. So it's got a very brutal way of them sort of passing through the torch, generations. This is a father and son. I'm not going to get into the details of that. It's just too long and convoluted to get into that detail. But then later on, eventually, the Metabaron will get his new prosthetic, which is, they all get that. And a lot of the story gets told by the two droids, the two androids. Jodorowsky brought these two guys. So, yeah, anyway, so this eventual story is this is about the saga of the family of the Metabarons, and it's exceptionally done. This is Juan Gimenez, as you saw. He was working in twice the size of these with very likely wash, what do you call it, acrylics, and ink, and he just sort of unpacked all of these, and it's beautifully done. I mean, it's so cool. Sorry for cracking my knuckles. The color palette, it's so awesome. To see these men do the work that he did, it's just great. Don Juan Gimenez was just one of the best of the best. He achieves movement, everything's so well executed, and you have a lot of fun looking at it. Yeah, I highly recommend that if you like science fiction, space operatic, epic narrative stories, warlike, warrior-like stories, by all means dive right into these. I think these are still very easily available. They're not that hard to get. Yeah, anyway, let's just keep going through it. So they're masons. They cut stone. That's what they're doing here. They've got a quarry, and they're cutting gigantic pieces of stone. That's how they earn their living. Well, they did a long time ago before they became the ultimate warriors. Here they are, fighting with weapons, and they're gonna have to what do you call it? Earn the Metabaron from father to son. Whoever that's worthy of having this. Crazy white tattoo. No, that's the power or whatever it is. The spaceships are awesome. Nice quality paper. This is good. This is a good book. There's nothing bad about this. Everything's really well assembled. This is a good production book. Complements the artwork by this man. So everything's about this epic war and the sacrifices of family members. Here you can sort of see I think it's his wife. That moment she kind of sacrificed. Anyway, this is what was left over that character. So it's all taking part on that same universe as the Incal. And this is happening in that universe, in the Jodoroswsky. Just amazing work. So I think he just gets castrated on that one by the bad events that happened to him, and he's about to meet his future wife, and in between that, the Metabarons transporting from one place to another. It's true science fiction stuff. It's teleporting in there. So he cannot be stopped. He just goes through things like melts walls or whatnot. He's coming here to talk to the emperor of whatever part of the universe this is, and yeah, there's always some big epic conflict happening in this story. This is not as esoteric and crazy like the Incal. It's a little bit. It's more war-orientated, I guess. It's a battle-like sort of thing. Yeah, it's a little bit of brutal stuff happening here, but yeah, I'm going to stop. Just gonna go through it. So if you're a fan of the series and you like what do you call it, space operatic warfare like stories, just by all means. And also the artwork by Juan Gimenez is a treat. So, and it's got crazy violence, it's got crazy, see, it's like watching Dune with gore. You know, very cool. The artwork is amazing. It's got good narrative. You don't get lost. All well executed. Okay. European comics. The color palette that this man brought in is just amazing. I remember being so excited when I saw these for the first time. The artwork, I was like, wow. He's painting panels? What's he doing? Wow. It's almost something similar to what Simon Beasley does, but obviously a different style. I mean, it cannot be compared. But what I'm saying is that he's painting. He's painting like the stories. Amazing stuff. That's the spaceship that the current, this is the current Metabaron flies around on, and he's it's a cool spaceship. If you like this type of thing, as I said before, you're not gonna be disappointed. I remember reading all of these and being like, well, okay, it's a lot of fun. It's like, I actually had fun reading this. It's not that hard to digest, and also it doesn't have that much esoteric sort of stuff like the Incal did. The Incal is also easy to read, but it's got a lot to unpack on that one. This one's a little bit more action orientated, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. And if you're interested in the end, I won't spoil it. I just won't do the spoiler thing. So that's the continuation of it with another different artist. Friesen, Harry and Chun, Harry Khan, whatever. And Sesher. Also, it's an awesome collection. It's just easier to handle, I guess. It's just you got the hardcover, you got the whole thing, you even got like a reprint sort of thing that you can sort of like stop where you're reading sort of thing. So it's a cool collection, and Juan Gimenez's art, this is one of his best, and he's at the top of his game at this stage, and amazing artwork and amazing collection. Jodoroswsky will never disappoint to anyone who likes science fiction and action and gets in this stage. This is really amazing work. Anyway, that's all I've got. Thank you and have a good night. Please subscribe and like and all those good things.